Hey YouTube, what's going on today? My name is Scott and welcome to Cash Money Chewy. Now in this channel, I'm going to be talking about eBay reselling, hustling, side money, any way you can legally make money on the side and put it in your pocket. Now I'm not a expert in this game. I'm still a newbie. I'm still learning stuff every day. Basically what this channel is just chronicling my journey through the e-selling, reselling game. And to jump it off, before I get right into the topic, I want to talk about my one picking experience this weekend. Is when I went to one of my favorite Goodwills. Now I really like this Goodwill, number one, because it doesn't fit that myth of the best Goodwills are in the most affluent neighborhoods. So it's in an okay neighborhood, but it's the stuff that comes into this Goodwill is awesome, and it's also great because it has a great weak spot. And the weak spot is that they always overprice the mall favorites. Now, what are mall favorites? Mall favorites are Abercrombie, American Eagle, Aeropostale, The Gap, stuff like that. And they always price shirts there between $7 and $10. But you'll find other things like Brooks Brothers shirt priced between $3 and $5 all day, every day. Because, they don't price them right because they don't know the brands. Now, it was funny. I was looking through the racks and I was going through these Aeropostale shirts priced at $10, $12 a piece. And I'm just like, why? I'm not going to buy, even on half off day, I'm not going to pay $6 for an Aeropostale shirt. So I'm looking. And one thing I thought about, I was like, man, I have never found a Patagonia shirt ever since I've been picking. I've only been doing it. I'm saying it like I've been doing this for years. I've only been doing this for about 3 months, but I've never found a Patagonia shirt. And lo and behold, I get to like the middle of the rack, and there are 7 Patagonia polos, all different colors, all extra large. Some long sleeve polos, some short sleeve polos. And I was just like, wow. And they were $1.50 a piece. So I got 7 Patagonia polos for $1.50 a piece because it was $3 half off day. And then right after those, I found it was 2 Brooks Brothers shirts and 3 Bugatti shirts. So that was my haul from that Goodwill. I was just like ecstatic because I was finding good stuff there, but it was like all in one bunch, and it was so weird. I don't know if somebody that came before and like the night before, some people go to the Goodwill right before they close and they try to put all their stuff in one place and they go in the morning on half off day and try to snatch it up. I think that might have been what it is, because it was just like everything was like in one little section, and I just happened to get that first and I grabbed all of that. So it was a good haul from that Goodwill for me. All right, the topic I want to talk about real quick today is limits, category limits, seller limits, brand limits. Now, everybody knows what seller limits are. Those are number of items, total number of items you can sell per month, and the dollar amount you can sell per month. Pretty simple. Category limits are a little tricky. Category limits are how many you can list per category for a rolling 30 days. And there's also brand limits. Those are like the name brand items. You have a X amount of those you can list per rolling 30 days. Now, the brand limits are a little tricky. eBay doesn't broadcast what brands you can or can't, well, you can list and which ones they put restrictions on. Some of them I know offhand: Abercrombie, Ralph Lauren, even Calvin Klein. It's weird like that. So just thinking like the top name brands, and basically it's for counterfeiting purposes. They say it's a lot of counterfeiting that goes on. So that's one of the things with that, but they won't really discuss that. Maybe somebody else knows. They could talk about it, put it up here, say what the actual brand for the brands are. But what I want to focus on is category limits. Now, as a new seller, this is one of the things that you're going to run into very quickly, because especially if you want to sell clothing or anything, you're going to be listing clothing, and then you're going to get that box that says, unfortunately, you've reached the limit for this category, blah, 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 blah. And you're going to be like, oh my God, something wrong with my account. I don't know what's wrong. You call eBay, and then they're going to give you the stump speech, and they're going to tell you, well, your account is younger than 90 days. We can't even really do anything. Have you thought about listing other things? So you're going to run into it, but a way to work around it, not really work around it, because you don't want to work around it and mess up your account and, risk getting your account banned. You want to work within the system. What you want to do is you want to list items that's going to sell fairly quickly. Basically, you want to list the most popular things on eBay as far as clothing goes to sell. The way you can do that is you go into your advanced settings, look at, let's say you want to sell men's jeans. You look at men's jeans and you want to see which jeans are moving quickly. And those are the ones you want to focus on getting. Like you won't list a bunch of shorts, right now in the middle of winter, because most likely those shorts are going to sit. So I want you guys to think about that, like when you're doing your listings, so you can be successful. It hurt me bad. My first month, I basically grabbed stuff out of my closet, I wasn't wearing anymore, and I listed it, and I had hardly no sales. I think I did maybe $300 in sales that first month, because I did the research as far as looking up what items sell and blah blah blah, but I didn't do any in-depth research, and it hurt my sales in the long run. I picked it up in the second month, made it up, but the first month was horrible. And I don't want anybody else to have to experience that, because it's like you don't know what's going on. You're like, I can't list, I got stuff, I don't know what's going on. I got all these shorts listed, they're not selling, and it's October. Yeah, that's the reason. But this is something to think about when you're a new seller, is category limits. Way to work around them. Remember, just look around and see what's selling well. You want to list popular things to sell, because you want to move things as fast as possible, because you're going to have those limits for 90 days. So the best way to work within the system is to list popular items and diversify. Experiment. This is your time to experiment with different things to sell. Maybe video games, maybe men's clothing, women's clothing, kids clothing, maybe electronics. You know what I'm saying? That way, when your 90 days is up, you have a niche and you be able to work within that niche. All right, guys. Thank you for taking the time to stop by and check out my channel today. Hope this little tip helped out the newbies. I know you pros out there, just like, duh, we already know that. So thank you very much. Make sure to like and comment on this video and subscribe. And thank you guys. You have a great day.